All right, my friends, I want to do a holiday look, but I want to use some of my favorite, more affordable options. I'm really excited about this look. Let's get into it. I'm going to start with a little bit of concealer where I don't have friction. I think I'm okay to use this as an eye primer, but I can't remember. So I don't want to use it where I know I'm going to have friction, because that's when I could have creasing and all of that. Unless you feel comfortable with the formula and you know you're not going to have issues. That's why I normally reach for eye primers, because I know that they're always going to work for me. But if you're not having issues, go ahead and put it through here. I'm going to skip through there because, again, that's where my eye touches and that's where I could have the creasing and the fading. Okay, I'm going to have to risk it, but let me be the cautionary tale. I thought I had an affordable eyeshadow primer, but apparently I don't. But it's not that that's going to happen, I just didn't know, and my whole existence in this makeup space is to make sure that I tell you all of my makeup experiences. Now, to say that this is going to crease, who knows, but we're about to find out. I will say it is a really, really good shade for me and looks beautiful as a base. This is going to look absolutely chaotic before it all makes sense, but this is how to get that really soft, subtle, smoky shadow. We're going to start with a black shadow stick, a small amount. Now we're going to start to tap this, keep it really close to the lash line. And also notice that I didn't powder that eyeshadow base or that concealer in any way, because I'm using all of that tackiness to my blending advantage. So tap, tap, tap. Creasing right now is completely normal, that I expect. After I said it, it shouldn't do that though. Okay, we got our first initial smudge. And then we're gonna take this Revlon pencil. This is the shade Catalyst. I'm gonna go right above. Notice it's a little bit of a richer brown. And that's gonna go right on top. And now we have our little smudgy shape. If you're feeling a little daring and you want it to be a little bit darker, you can always build and just keep building up the intensity that you're after. Y'all know that I'll get all haired up, get wild, and we'll have just a full-on smoky eye. So I'm trying to use a lighter hand, but I definitely want just a little bit more depth. So I'm gonna do this one more time. And that wet concealer underneath there, I feel just makes this so much easier. Let's give our concealer a little tap in. This is what I was talking about. Now, how pretty is this, by the way? These are from Revlon, and this formula, I don't know if I'm gonna use this shade because I have a particular look, but I'm gonna lay it aside. Tell me that's Drugstore, because that just looks creamy and perfect. These are really, really good. I have to remember to get this out. So I'm gonna take this little bit darker matte satin, a matin if you will, and I'm gonna start to, and this is why I was saying that we're not gonna have creasing now, because if I take that shadow and press it into that concealer or eyeshadow base, whatever we're using, I'm usually pretty set and good to go. Setting just the very top part of our liner. I'm gonna switch to a fluffier brush, hop into this shade, and just lightly kind of use this as the chaos. Lightly tap this just to kind of blur everything together. Switch back to the E28, that way I can take this shade and just brighten up our lid space. I feel like this is such a good taupe shade. I'm gonna take a little bit on the fluffier brush and just define in here a little bit. Contour, if you will. These are my favorite affordable lash. You can get these at Walgreens. These are Ardell 421s. And these are actually a half lash. So if you're really intimidated, you're gonna like these a lot. I just feel like they're so easy to put on. And I already have Duo Line It Lash It, and I just kind of brush that on my lashes. And I have on the clear kind. So I let them kind of get comfortable with my body heat, the glue, the shape of my eye. I let it sit 20 seconds. Then I'm gonna start to clamp it onto the skin right above my lashes. Just kind of make sure it's nicely sitting there. These are so comfortable. I promise, if you're not used to wearing lashes, but you want to wear something for the holidays, these. And then to knock down any shine that might be on my lash line from the glue, I'll take that black and just lightly tap it over the shiny part. If you're feeling confident, I will say the bristles are really soft, so this isn't very irritating, but if you're feeling confident, kind of come from underneath too. I want to be a little extra glam, so that means matte for me. And this is my favorite matte foundation at the moment, even out of all of my matte foundations. It's actually this one from LA Girl. And I'm gonna be wearing shade medium beige. Let me double check. The other day I grabbed the wrong one because I have my summer shade and I have my winter shade, and medium beige is my winter shade. Now don't be alarmed if it looks a little yellow. I always talk about this because you never know. There might be somebody just scrolling by that's never seen the videos that we do here. Anytime you have something that's really, really matte and really long wearing, it's important before we pick our shade or scream that we hate it. Me, I was a big screamer that I hate it. It's important to let it dry down first because that really gives the pigment time to kind of come through and we get to see exactly what shade it's gonna be. I really like this Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is shade 10 Fair. Did I read that right? Yeah. This is really, really good shade on me. I'm putting on a lot of concealer today, y'all. I'm just getting over being under the weather, so let me just conceal. Plus, it's just like painting right now. Oh, and I want to show you how I use a specific pink brightener as a blush transition. I thought that would be fun too for the holidays. C32, it's gonna get this nice and even underneath my eye. One of my favorite tips that I do want to tell you, excuse me, is whenever I'm blending out my concealer, I think about it the way that I used to do clients' makeup 100 years ago now. But when you think about it, we ask the client to look up, look certain ways as we're blending out eyeshadow, even concealer. So that's just something that we can think to do at home because it really gives us a new perspective on blending that concealer. I swear it will make a difference. Now I tore the sponge off, but this is the pink Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. And how I like to use this is I don't really put it all the way underneath my eye. I'm just gonna put it right here. And then I'm gonna take my foundation brush and blend that out. And in a minute, this is gonna be a really, really nice blush transition. These get discontinued because I don't really see people use them a lot. I use the bronzer quite a bit in my tutorials, but I'm not seeing this around anymore. And this formula, I feel like was kind of ahead of its time. It is so, so soft. And I feel like the way that it interacts with wet makeup is just flawless. Enough yap, let me show you. Now they're wildly pigmented. That might even be too much. So what I'll do is kind of push it into the brush with my hand. Look how much came off. And then I'm gonna go right underneath the transition. Remember that pink concealer we have on? Oh, that's so pretty. And I'm doing this before bronzer so I can kind of see how much bronzer I want to add. That is so delightful. I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye. This is LA Girl's pink powder. I'm gonna get it pretty even on the puff. It's been a while since I've used a loose powder. And then I'm just gonna look up. I feel like this is very important. Work out any kind of creases. Creases are completely natural until we really press our powder in. Oh, that's nice. And look at how airbrush it's gonna make the blush and the blush transition look. Now, before I set any of the rest of my face, I'm gonna take the bronzer. I love this bronzer. Again, it's that same really soft texture. And I'm about to take my roller out of my hair because I'm about done, y'all. I'm about done. Well, I set it free and now I only have one eye. At least this is gonna be more comfortable. All right, for now. Now I wanna angle my eye up, but I don't wanna do a wing, so I'm just going to kind of come at an angle like that. And then I'm gonna take the E27 and just soften that, connect it to this outer part of my eyeball. Now, instead of a puff for the rest of my face, I'm gonna pick up the powder on a fluffier brush. That way it doesn't change the color or dull anything. Just small amounts, work in sections. Okay, I picked up just a little bit more blush and I wanted to just add a little bit extra here. I like blush. If you don't like blush as much as I do, we can skip this part. So I like the idea of the inner part of my eye almost being like a pearl. I like pearls if you didn't know. So I'm gonna take this on a C31, which is a very dense brush. And this is gonna go on our inner corner just for a little holiday shimmer. Now there's one product I do wanna use. It's not from the drugstore, but it is a friend of mine and a small brand. And I want to use this because that is just scrumptious and screams holiday. And we also love to support her. This is the brand Sugar Cosmetics, and I had to get all the way back into the mirror. Look, cover me in this. Put me in the floor and roll me around. That might be a little too much on my brush. There we go. I mean, was it though? Was it too much on my brush? No, maybe it wasn't. No primer. It's just kind of gonna stick to what's already on my eye. 1,000 out of 10, y'all. Now I'm gonna do a red lip. This is Revlon Uncut Ruby. Oh yeah, that's my holiday red lip right there. And then Maybelline Lifter Liner and Main Character. All right, my friends, this is our finished look, Revlon. This new shade, stunning. I love it so much. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed painting it. Thank you for being here. It means the world to me. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday, and until the next video, bye for now.